A complaint of what?
date sensitive.
Oh, yeah.
So
Exactly.
the board needs to look at it now. Otherwise, if they don't, then there's going to be, it could be a situation where, you know, they lose opportunity or they can't respond because of a timing situation.
And that could be as easy, as simple, you know, that might be something too. If you want the review form, they might need this review form at the time they get this then to say, hey, what about this?
Yeah.
That could be something on here. I do or do not request it to present my complaint. There could be something down, a little asterisk or something. If it meets 2 meetings, then the board realizes, and you are not present, the board may take up this issue at any time upon its discretion, as well as if an emergency happens that, yeah.
You put it in the procedure, which will be published for the public, you know, to have to reference, and I'll put that on the television section of the website as well, so people can download it and such. But I think if you wanted to address that, you could put something to the effect of, while every effort will be made to accommodate complainants who wish to appear before the board retains the, I don't know, whatever the language is, reserves the right to take up a complaint and take action on a complaint at any time.
I think they ought to be done within like 3 months at the most.
Yeah.
And if it's time sensitive, you know, it kind of expires. And then the 3rd meeting, if they're still not there, the board can consider it and just do away with it.
Yeah.
5 minutes without merit, or you know, maybe
even vote to not consider it.
Yeah.
You know, yes, we have this complaint. This complainant we haven't been able to contact this complainant in 2 months.
And I hadn't thought about this though. There could be a complaint that comes up that's outside the board's purview.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, they can take the action of saying, we're not going to take any action on this, and this is why.
Yeah. And if it's an immediate, like sometimes, like the fire code thing I mentioned, well, it might be next to the studio where that back door is or whatever, and it's a public access type thing that comes about. But it really should go to building services or us internally, or anyway, you take care of it immediately, but there might be another department that Fritz finds he has to send it to.
I think that's why we give anybody an option to file a formal complaint. And that filing the formal complaint is what starts the investigative process and the formal response process and consideration. Anything else is like, oh, yeah, sorry, here, let's fix that. Boom. Okay? Yeah, fine, no problem.
Yeah. Because we want to make sure everything's working great, that everything's legal, that the services are provided well, and that
I don't want
complaints are responded to fast.
I would not want a citizen to feel like, or a resident to feel like, that they must file a formal complaint to have something considered.
Yeah.
If they just want to come to me, or they just want to come to Ann and say, you know, what can you do something about this? And you know, if I say, yeah, I can do something about that. Here, boom, boom. Are you okay? Is this good? Yeah, great. If I can't, then respond to them, and it may be a situation to where we can resolve it without it going through the formal complaint process.
I mean, it's not even noon, and I've already taken care of 3 citizen complaints that have come in this morning. I mean, that's just what we do.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Aubrey's the chair. What do you? Anything?
No, just be sure to send it to Jim, this draft.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
So
Anybody else?
he may be bored by now.
Not Mike Russell, not Mike
Mike
Russell, secretary.
Mike Russell is yeah.
Oh.
I do know the agenda you sent out yesterday was different from the one that went out days before.
I didn't see one 2 days before.
No, it went out last week. So we have actually 2
I never
agendas that were sent
saw.
forward.
Did you send a sample tentative agenda last week?
I sent an agenda in the packet a week ago, last Monday, as the 10 days before.
Well, I got some email that was headed information for this meeting in July, but it was about something else, about this instead of the. It didn't have an attachment, as I remember.
But we need to get it to you, because right now what was sent, if you send in another one, the board has 2 agendas. Y'all need to straighten that out at the meeting tomorrow night. Because it would be the official one sent out
Here it
by
is.
Fritz last week.
Yeah,
What,
you sent it
uh,
July 11th at 4:39.
So
Okay.
Fritz, you'll get.
What kind of document? Did you send it in one of these docx or?
No, it's a PDF.
Like before.
I do it as a portable document file, so everybody
Yeah.
can have the opportunity.
Same PDF,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then at the top of the one you sent out, was it
What's the
today
subject
or
line?
yesterday? You
July
have
meeting
staff
information.
members as
Okay.
me and Donmar and
Which is the same
Fritz.
as the,
Donmar and I aren't the official city
oh,
staff
you had
person
a
as
follow-up
Fritz.
on,
So they might get
Okay, well,
confused
that's
about
the
that.
way the header used to always look.
that said July meeting information.
Oh, okay.
So there were, yeah, there were two
Okay.
email chains.
Yeah,
But
when
I
it
just
was-
didn't want the new members to be confused.
When it was being published on Granicus, that's the way
Okay.
it looked.
Well, it's not
It
just
didn't
the
look like
agenda.
that. Mine is just a text
Okay.
document I sent.
Okay.
But the point is that those
Yeah,
are listed.
but I was gonna tell you if it comes up, because, you know, when we like did the orientation, we
Don
tell
doesn't
people,
want,
and officially,
you and Don
Fritz
want
is-
to, don't want
Fritz
to
is the one.
be blamed for being this.
No, it's not that we don't really blame. I will take any blame or any, and I'm engaged in this probably as much as the next person, but we just want to be true and accurate and factual.
Okay, well, that's-
So,
that's
like for
pecking
staff
order.
members, that's one thing like Michael, who's a new member, Eric said, you know, who is a staff member, who does I go to? And we said, the official one by the city, appointed by the mayors.
The reason that I use the subject line July meeting information is that it's not just the agenda, and I didn't want to, it's everything.
The packet.
The whole,
It's all the information.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I hadn't seen that. That's
Yeah.
why I did one yesterday, because I hadn't seen
yeah.
it.
And I sent you a note, I gave you the correct one on Steve Smith's, Liberty
Well, I-
479.
Yeah, I
And
had,
his didn't
I
bounce
had the
back.
new one too.
Okay. I just
So
wanted to let
he
you
should
know,
have
I
gotten it,
sent,
'cause
I went, sent
only
it to
the
him.
old one kicked back,
Oh, okay.
so
Oh,
I.
good.
it-
I sent it to him too, just
Yeah.
to make sure he got it. I didn't see others that kicked back.
No, but I'd already,
Well, I'm good.
All right.
Thank you.
No, appreciate you being here.
okay, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yes.
Excellent.
And I'm going out for birthday dinner tomorrow.
Ah, yay. Is there anything that we haven't done that we need to do for you?
Good. Y'all be perfect.
Okay.
Aubrey, do you want to check your email back on July 11th? It may be there. I've had four.
That's
other
about
board-
10 pages, 10 or 20 pages on my email.
Oh, I understand. Trust me, I get several hundred emails a day here at the city, so. But
So-
if you would, then it's probably, I've had four other board members told me that they received it, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's-
I do get such a load of stuff from so many subjects.
Well, you have so many
It's just-
things out there with.
it's just-
And like
blogs and
40
everything.
blogs.
Yeah.
How do you have the time?
52,
Really? 52 now?
yeah.
One for each week of the year.
How do you do it?
But
But I love the
one blog.
picture.
Yeah.
Did you see? I love the picture with their certificates, the EAC board that you put up.
Okay, well, did you,